The Roundhill WeeklyPay Universe ETF launched on September 4th, 2025. It provides a single ETF solution offering diversified exposure to all single-stock WeeklyPay ETFs in one ticker. It tracks the selective Roundhill WeeklyPay Universe Index and is passively managed. It rebalances monthly to maintain equal weight across all eligible single-stock WeeklyPay ETFs. WPAY expects to pay weekly distributions but does not guarantee them. Distributions may exceed the fund's income and gains and be treated as return of capital, which can reduce your cost basis. The gross expense ratio is 1.28%, but thanks to waivers, the net expense ratio is 0.99% until at least September 30th, 2026. AUM is about $2.5 million, which is small since the fund just launched. Current yield data such as the 30-day SEC yield and distribution rate are not yet available. Based on the fund's most recent 1901 notice, the distribution is projected to be 100% return of capital. As a non-diversified fund composed of single-stock WeeklyPay ETFs, the portfolio still carries concentration risk, even though exposure is diversified across multiple tickers. Pros of WPAY include consolidated access to all WeeklyPay ETFs, weekly income, and monthly rebalancing. Cons include lack of performance history, return of capital risk, high expenses, low liquidity, and the need for active management. My meter ratings income potential, 810, growth potential, 210, sustainability, 410, diversification, 610, overall 510. Here's an extended deep dive. Let's compare WPAY and XDTE side by side. WPAY Roundhill WeeklyPay Universe ETF is a passive meta ETF that holds all single stock WeeklyPay ETFs equally. It rebalances monthly and pays weekly distributions that may contain significant return of capital. Gross expenses are about 1.28%. Net of fee waivers, it is 0.99%. The fund is brand new, launching on September 4th, 2025, and has modest assets under management, approximately $2.5 million. WPAE uses synthetic exposure through swap agreements and equities, and under U.S. rules is classified as non-diversified, meaning concentrated exposure despite broad nominal holdings. XDT Roundhill SP 500 UDT Covered Call Strategy ETF uses an active strategy of selling same-day 0 DTE call options on the SP 500 while holding synthetic long exposure via deep in-the-money options. It pays weekly distributions, which may exceed income and be classified as return of capital. XDTE has a significantly lower expense ratio, about 0.97% gross, 0.95% net, and more established performance, slightly outperforming its SP 500 benchmark. WPAY gives you a single ETF ticket that automatically spreads across all single-stock WeeklyPay ETFs and pays you every Friday without needing to manage multiple tickers. It's highly automated, but tax complex. Its weekly distributions are not guaranteed and may significantly reduce your cost basis. It's best used as a yield engine for those comfortable monitoring performance and tax impact. XDTE, on the other hand, offers a simpler trade, dividend yield from a covered call position on the SP 500. You get transparency, lower fees, and familiar index exposure. It can easily fit into a traditional income portfolio. If you want weekly passive income without juggling funds, go WPAY. If you want clarity, lower expenses, and know how to trade covered calls through ETF sleeves, go XDTE. If you have any videos you'd like me to cover, say it in the comments below and I will break it down in plain English.